Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay. So in the morning session, we discussed problems based on increasing and decreasing functions, isn't it? Increasing and decreasing functions. Okay. So now we are going to discuss the problems on maxima and minima, another important topic in applications of derivative is maxima and minima, finding the maximum value and minimum value of the function. Okay, write the heading maximum and minimum. Maxima and minima. Okay. So, when we draw the graph of these functions, morning session we understood, the graphs, the curves will be increasing or decreasing. Okay, the curves. When you draw the graph, the curves will be either increasing or decreasing, or it may be a constant function, isn't it? So imagine the graph is going on increasing. After getting a maximum value, what happens? It will go on decreasing, isn't it? Is or no? This is going on increasing, going on increasing. After that, what happens? It reaches a peak value. Once it reaches a peak value, it gets decreased. Now it is, the direction is changed. Now it is going on decreasing. So this is the point where the function f of x attains its maximum. Okay, is it clear? If it is going on increasing, then it reaches the maximum value and thereafter it decreases. The same way, suppose this is going on decreasing, what happens? It goes on, then it will attain its least value, minimum value. Once it attains its minimum value, thereafter okay. So what we are discussing about increasing and decreasing function, isn't it? Once a curve goes on increasing, it attains its maximum. Once it attains the maximum, it will decrease. It will, okay, it will change its direction and it will go on decreasing. As with when it goes on decreasing, it attains its minimum value and thereafter the f of x value will go on increasing. So this is maximum. It attains its maximum. Here it attains its minimum. Okay, so when it here the curve is going on increasing, after increasing, it reaches the maximum value and thereafter it goes on decreasing. Here it goes on decreasing and once it attains its minimum value, thereafter it goes on increasing. Is it okay? Is it clear, children? So here at the point, this is the point where the turning takes place, isn't it? It is turning. So the maxima or minimum points are otherwise called the turning points. Okay, they are otherwise called turning points. Okay, this is the point where we will be getting a maximum value or minimum value of the function. Okay, we need this maxima minima. We need to find maxima and minima. Okay, in profit function. Okay, in profits, while doing a business, we need to find what is the maximum profit we had. What's the minimum profits? Okay, so its application is vast, finding the maximum and minimum. Okay, with the minimum cost, suppose I want to construct a house. What is the minimum cost needed? Okay, like that. So its application is vast. Is it clear, children? Okay, in real life situations also this maximum minima is a very important one. Okay, in many fields we will be using it. Now look at here. Okay, in this section, listen children, can you see the screen? Is it okay? What I'm sharing, is it okay? Now, in this section, we are going to learn the use of concept of derivatives. Using derivatives only, we are going to calculate the maxima and minima of various functions. In fact, we will find the turning points of a graph of a function and thus find points at which graph reaches its highest or lowest locally. Okay, the knowledge of such points are very useful in sketching the graph of a given function. Suppose we want to draw the graph, then if we understood this is the maximum value, this is the minimum value, means we can draw the graph easily. Also, we find the absolute maxima and minimum of a function that are necessary for the solution of many applied problems. Okay, some problems, some situations are explained here. These are some situations where we use maxima minima. Okay, look at the situations given here. The first one, the profit from a grove of orange trees is given by P of x is equal to ax plus bx square. Where a and b are constant and x is the number of trees. How many trees per acre will maximize the profits? Suppose I want to maximize the profits. Okay, then how many trees I can plant? Look at the next one. Suppose a ball is thrown into the air from a building of 60 meters high, travels along the path. Okay, when you throw a ball, it will be moving in this, okay, it will be falling down in the form of parabola, isn't it? When you throw a ball, imagine such situation, it will be falling in the form of parabola. It will be moving in U-shaped curve. When you throw something, okay, it will be always, okay, a falling object always falls up. It will follow a path of parabolic path. What is the maximum height the ball will reach? Okay, then a helicopter is flying. The path is given by the curve. Again, a parabola. A soldier is placed at a point 1, 2. He wants to shoot the helicopter, which is when it is nearest to him. What is the nearest distance? Okay, suppose I want to shoot an object. Okay, if I hit the object from the near, when the object comes very close to it, I'll be able to hit that object. So I want to find what is the minimum distance. So in some situations, we want to find maximum. In some situations, we want to find minimum. So in each of the above problems, we wish to find either maximum or minimum. So in order to tackle such problems, we must formally we want to define maximum and minimum value of the function. That is called, we call it as local maxima and minima. Instead of maxima minimum, what is the term we are using here? Local maximum and local minimum. Okay, we call that as local maxima and local minima. For example, children, look at here. So this curve is going on increasing and decreasing. So at this interval, if you take this interval, suppose I draw this x-axis and y-axis. So in this interval, this is the maximum. Again, if I consider this interval, this is the maximum. Is it clear? It depends on the interval we are selecting. It depends on the interval in which f is defined. That's what we call it as a local maximum. Within this region, this is the maximum. In this interval, if you consider this interval, this is the maximum. If you consider this interval, this is the minimum. So we call that as local maximum and local minimum. Okay. So here, okay. So when you draw a curve like this, here, this is the point where maximum occurs. So if you take any point, suppose this is the point x1, this is the point x2, and this is the point we can take, suppose the maximum occurs at C. So what else? Look at here, f of x1 will be less than f of C. Is it correct? It is going on increasing. So at the point C only you get it maximum. So which one will be the biggest value? F of C will be getting the biggest value, isn't it? Similarly, f of x2 is also will be less than f of C. So when x1 is less than x2, okay, when x1 is less than x2, here we are getting f of x1 is less than f of x2. Here, it is less than C. If you take any two points, x1, x2 and all which are less than C, its corresponding f of x value is less than f of C. So it is the point of maximum. Similarly, if you take minimum, suppose minimum occurs at D. Suppose I name the points here x3 and x4. What we can say? What about the value at x3 and value at B? F of x3 will be greater than f of D. Is that not? Similarly, f of x4 will be greater than f of D. So if this is the minimum, this one will be the least one. If this is the maximum, within this interval, this one will be the largest one, greatest value you will get. Is it okay, children? Anila Mohanan, is it clear what I'm saying? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Annette, is it clear?
Yes,
What is meant by maximum and minimum? So
ma'am.
now look at the definition given here. What is the definition given here? Let f be a function defined on the interval I. F is a function defined on the interval I. F is said to have a maximum value in I. F is said to have a maximum value in I if there exists a point C in I such that f of C is greater than f of x. Within that interval, at C only you should get the largest value, f of C. C is maximum means f of C is greater than f of x. Then f of C is called the maximum value of f and C is called the point of maximum value. Similarly, minimum. F of C should be the least. F of C is less than f of x. F of C is less than f of x. And C is called the minimum value of f in I. And it is the point of minimum. So whenever there is a maximum or minimum, we call that as an extreme value. What is meant by extreme? Either maximum or minimum occurs there means we call it as an extreme value. At a point C, suppose we get maximum, or at the point C, we get minimum, then the point C is said to be the extreme point. C is said to be extreme point and the value is said to be the extreme value. This value is said to be the extreme value. Okay. So now look at this. Look at this graph given, children. Look at the graph. For the first graph, listen, children, for the first graph, whether maximum occurs or minimum occurs. Look at the first graph. At the point C, what about the maximum and minimum? What is the maximum value and what is the minimum value? Can you give whether maximum or minimum occurs here? Yes, Aparna, what you are saying, say it louder. What you are saying is correct. Maximum occurs here, isn't it? As the curve is going on both the sides, it will be going. You can extend it down, but at x is equal to C, maximum value occurs. Okay. Look at the second one. In second one, we are considering a line segment. We are considering a line segment between the length 1 and 4. Between 1 and 4. Okay. Here, whether maximum or minimum, which are the values you can find here?
Both are there, maximum and minimum.
Are there. Very good, Aishwarya. Here, both the values are there. At the point 1, you will get minimum, and at the point 4, you will get maximum. Yes or no? Because we know where is it starting. A starting point and ending point, both are given there. It is okay. So at x is equal to 1, you will get the minimum, and x is equal to 4, you will get the maximum. Look at the next one. What about the maximum or minimum? What is the value occurring there at C?
Minimum.
It is the okay. There you will get minimum. Okay. Now look at the next graph. Figure 6.10. Figure 6.10. Can you identify the type of the graph here? Can you identify?
Parabola.
Parabola. It is the graph of which function?
Quadratic.
Quadratic polynomial, isn't it? Look at this polynomial. Y f of x is equal to x square. Okay, actually this is the function given by f of x is equal to x square. What is the minimum value and maximum value from the graph? Can you tell me what is the minimum value and what is the maximum value? And it's f of x is x square. When you draw the graph, okay, when you draw the graph of f of x is equal to x square, we'll be getting a parabola. U-shaped curve you are getting. From the figure 6.10, can you tell me what is the maximum value and what is the minimum value?
Maximum value 3.
Minimum value is 3.
Maximum.
Where it is touching the curve, look at the blue color curve. It is touching the x-axis at
0.
0. So what is the minimum value we will get? When x is 0? 0, isn't it? So it is the minimum value. It is the minimum value. What about the maximum value? It goes on endlessly in both the directions. It's going on endlessly in both the directions. Okay, therefore, it has no maximum. This function has no maximum, but it has minimum. What is the least value? What is the minimum value here? 0. 0 is the minimum value. Look at the next function. What is this function? Looking at the graph, can you give the function? Can you name the function?
Modulus.
Modulus of x. It is modulus of x. For this function, for the modulus of x, what is the maximum value and what is the minimum value?
Minimum 0. Maximum there's no limit.
Maximum is not defined. Minimum value is 0. Okay. Now listen, children. Suppose I give a function like this. Suppose f of x is defined like this. Listen. F of x is equal to modulus of x, where x belongs to the closed interval 1, 4. Now, can you give me the what is the maximum value and what is the minimum value? What is the maximum value of f of x, minimum value of f of x? Yes.
Maximum value of f of x is 4 and the minimum is 1.
Maximum is 4 and minimum is 1. Is it okay, children? Is it okay? Is it okay, Annette? If I put x is 4, what is the maximum value I will get? 4. If I put x is 1, minimum value is 1. I will not be getting 0. I will not be getting negative values and all. So the maximum value will be 1. As the maximum value is 4 and minimum value is 1. Suppose I am defining a function like this. F of x is equal to modulus x plus 3. What is the maximum value? What is the minimum value? Here I am not giving any region here. I am not giving the interval here. So what is the maximum value? What is the minimum value?
Maximum there's no limit and minimum is 3.
Yes, very good. Maximum value is not defined. Why? For modulus of x, we know that there is no maximum value. With the maximum, okay, it is not defined. With that, if you add it 3, again it will become not defined. But what is the minimum value of modulus x? What is the minimum value of modulus x? Modulus x. Modulus x minimum value is
0.
0. So 0 plus 3. Minimum value will be
3.
3. Yes, correct, Shubham. Okay, note down all those things, children. These are all 1 mark questions. Important 1 mark questions. Suppose f of x is given as x square. What is the maximum value? What is the minimum value?
Maximum undefined and minimum 1. Minimum 0.
Maximum, when you square it, okay, when you square it, it will become positive. When you put big and big numbers, it will be going on increasing. So maximum is undefined. And what is the minimum value, Karthik? What is the minimum value here, Karthik?
0.
0. Okay, if I put negative value means it will get squared. When you square it, it will become positive. So possible minimum value is 0. Now, suppose I take f of x is equal to x square minus 1. What is the maximum value? What is the minimum value?
Maximum is undefined.
Very good.
Minimum is 1.
Minimum, you check it again. Is there any
Minus
correction?
1.
Aditya Satyan, what is the answer? Aditya Satyan, minimum value here.
Minimum is also undefined.
Okay,
Negative 1.
yeah, when you are given a function like this, you have to check only the maximum and minimum of this function because already this is a constant. This value will not change. So what is the minimum value of x square? Minimum value of x square is 0, isn't it? 0 minus 1, what is the answer? Minus 1. Now, Anila Mohanan. Suppose the function is f of x is equal to x plus 1 in the interval, closed interval 1 to 5. Anila Mohanan, can you give what is the maximum value and what is the minimum value? What is the maximum value? What is the minimum value?
Maximum is 5.
Wait, Shubham. I'm asking to Anila. Anila Mohanan is there? Yes, Anila Mohanan, give the answer. Anila. Yes, Anila, tell me what is the maximum value you will get and what is the minimum value you will get. Tomlin, can you try? What is the maximum value and what is the minimum value, Tomlin?
Ma'am, 6 maximum.
Very good. Maximum is 6 because x can take the maximum value 5. 5 plus 1 it is 6. And what is the minimum value?
2.
2. Is it okay? Aditya and all, are you able to follow this?
Yes, ma'am.
Anila Mohanan, can you hear me? Is it okay, Anila Mohanan? Can you, whether you are able to understand this? Any doubts, Anila? Yes, Anila Mohanan, any doubt? Yes. Okay. Okay, now I'll give another function. Okay, I'll be giving another function. Tell me. Suppose f of x is modulus of x minus 3. Modulus x minus 3. What is the maximum value? What is the minimum value? Karthik, give the answer, Karthik.
Ma'am, minimum is -3. Maximum is undefined.
Minimum is -3. Maximum is undefined. Is it okay, children? Is it okay? Because modulus of x or modulus of x maximum value is not defined. From an undefined quantity, if I subtract 3, it is again undefined. And what minimum value is? Minimum value for modulus x is 0, so it is -3. Okay, now I will give another question. Okay. Try, okay, this type of questions you can expect for 1 mark question. Now write down, find out the answers here. For the function x cube plus 1. For the function x cube plus 1. What is the maximum value? What is the minimum value? Aparna, can you try the answer? What is the maximum value and what is the minimum value of this one? Aparna,
Ma'am, minimum is 1.
and what is the maximum?
Maximum.
Listen, children. Is there any other answer for this one? Any answer? Is it
Maximum
correct?
undefined.
Maximum is undefined. What about the minimum? Tomlin, minimum value is? Here. Yes. Karthik, what is the answer, Karthik?
1.
1 is wrong. Why? Suppose I substitute -2. What happens? Is it minus 7? Is or no? Suppose I put x is minus 4. What happens? Minus 64 plus 1. So value will be going on decreasing. Is it clear? Because here it is cube. If you cube, okay, whenever we cube a negative number, it will become negative. So value will be going on decreasing. So here in this particular problem, there is no minimum value and no maximum value. Both the minimum value and maximum value is not defined. Okay. Okay, children. So we can continue in the next period also. So just leave and rejoin again. Okay.